Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of Mark Talks Football. We're carrying on with this unbelievable saver going around the world to as many different countries as we can to get as many trophies as we can. But there is a issue. We have just found out, or I have just worked out, we haven't conceded a goal yet this season. Not only have we not conceded a goal, we haven't drawn or lost. So now that I've pointed that out, we're going definitely to lose a game in this episode. But can we keep this incredible unbeaten run that we've been going on so far further on? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go over, hit the like, hit the subscribe, stick around for more content coming your way, because this shit is about to go down. So here it is. Let me show you before we get into things. You will see that we've played 5 games out of 5. Right, let's go into stages. Let's have a look at this. 0 goals conceded, 10 goals scored, 0 losses, 0 draws, 5 wins out of 5. We're on 15 points to plus 10 goal difference. And then if we look at where we were last time, since the last time you saw us, where we won 1-0, the 2 1-0s in a row, and we won 3-0 before that. We won 2-0 in a very, very comfortable performance. We seem to be dominant. The one thing I have found in China is if you dominate the ball, and this sounds really ridiculous saying it out loud because that's what it should mean, is if you really dominate the ball, the other team don't shoot. And then you are absolutely fine. Where some teams counter-attack quite well, and I've had teams before where I've managed as well, where they counter-attack quite well, and I get them to counter-attack really well. But we're controlling possession, we're controlling the play, and not only that, they're not coming back at us whatsoever. So this is going to be a massive test for us in this game. Henan, who finished 4th last season, they were the 3rd or 4th, I can't remember which one it was, but they were very much the team that we were trying to catch at the end of last season. So now it is very much of, have we leaped them, or are things still the same? Let's find out. Roman Reigns. Right. When I see highlights, or when I watch the key highlights we get, or anything we get on the screen, when we defend, everyone runs back. And I don't know how I've done that, because I've tried that before in other tactics and it just doesn't do it. But to see this tactic do it, it's a bit like, how have I done it? Abdoulaye Faye taking the corner kick. The big centre back gives it to the striker, and Felipe makes it 1-0 after 15 minutes. We're away from home, but it rises above everyone, and good header. In front of 17,000 fans. We've got 75% possession in the first 20 minutes of this game. We are passing teams to absolute death. And it's 2-0. Have I found a way to really win in China? I seem to do really well in the second seasons. Smashes it off the crossbar and in. (68, 66% possession so far). Right. Good pass. Good save by the goalkeeper. And there is our first goal conceded of the season against the team who has the highest goal difference, well, did have. We now join with the highest goal difference so far this season. So this was always going to be one of those games where I felt like we were going to concede. But I don't want us to do absolutely capitulate here. Over the top. Right. Let's make a couple of subs because they're starting to really get into this, and I'm getting a little bit worried. Jesus Christ. Okay. 2-1 up. We've got a difficult game coming up as well in this episode as well, playing fourth, currently who are fourth place. They're winning 3-1 at the precise moment. Zhejiang, we will be playing in the main event of the episodes here today. But this is interesting. We have done really well. We've only conceded a few shots, but we've dominated possession. I think I've cracked China. I think I've cracked the way of winning quite easily in China. There's always a way you can do it easily. And Australia, I didn't crack it, I just somehow did it. And in Indonesia, you just had to have the best team. That was the only way you could do it. Right, that is game one done. Let's get to the next game. Right, here we go then. Main event time, second game of the episode. Can we get 2 wins from 2? And can we as well try and keep another clean sheet? I would like us to. But we'll see. We've got a really tough episode coming up next episode. We're going to skip ahead and we're going to be playing Shandong and Shanghai Port. That will be in tomorrow's episode, the tough game against Shanghai Port, where we haven't beaten them ever on this save so far. I think we've played them 4 times now. Still haven't beaten them. So, look at that. Unbeaten in the last 5. I think we could be unbeaten the last 6. 6. Unbeaten the last 6. 7th game is now. Only conceded 1 goal in 6. It's a fantastic stat that we've got here so far. They're currently 6th in the table. We're looking like we're going back to this school of possession. And there he is. Abdullah Fai gets the goal, making it 1-0. 8 minutes gone. And Zhao Jing with a lovely cross to the back post. And there's the big boy. Heads it down and makes it 1-0. Superb. Felipe, Li Xin, Fernandez, Rashida, Li Zhuang, and there it is, 2-0 from the left-winged striker. That is exactly why I wanted these strikers to turn wingers. Because when you run in like this and you're running at defenders, impossible sometimes to stop them. Sometimes. I know it's his winger, but I've changed the way it looks. I want them to stay wide and then cut in. That's exactly what they're doing. But to get all of this done, look at that. Goes down the wing, got pace about him, cross it in. That is a good cross from a guy that's not really a winger. Crosses it back in, and here they go. trying to hit us on the counter-attack. Can they get a goal back into this? They're doing really well to spread that, and that is a good goal. That looked offside to me. He looked like he was ahead of the defender when that ball went in. And it is disallowed, just like I said. If you watch this guy, I think it's this one here. There. Yeah, he is ahead as the ball is crossed in. And it's making it 2-0. Still keeping it 2-0. Still making 6 clean sheets out of 7. 4 points clear at the top of the league. Coming up to half time, can we walk into half time with a clean sheet and being 2-0 up as well would be absolutely tremendous. I try not to yawn. Jesus Mary. Right, here we go, half time. 2-0, good result here so far. OTC, OTC. Alright, and that makes that 3-0. Just had a notification on my phone. Felipe with the goal. Gonna take him off. Shang Ming is there. Just trying to get some refreshing legs on the pitch. Abdoulaye Faye with another great header. And then a lovely pass through to Felipe, who makes an excellent run. And look at the gap that was opened on the other side because the goalkeeper wasn't paying attention. We are going to sub him off though, even though he's got a goal. We do want to try Zhao Zhuana, who was the striker for us last season. I just don't want us to get too relaxed at the back now, please. Let's keep our foot on the ball. Let's make sure that we can continue the way we're playing. That's a good pass there. Over the top. We are defending for our lives at the moment. That is a beautiful pass, by the way. He passed out from the back and he nearly got him in. That is really good passing for us. That's a great interception. Down the line, can we find a pass here? Across. Oh, I should have scored. Should have scored that to really make that 4-0 and end this game there and then. And it's wide of the post. Coming up with 4 minutes added on time. Can we see this game through? We should be able to. Keep a clean sheet. And 6 out of 7 games so far this season, we've kept a clean sheet. Absolutely tremendous work from us so far. Right, that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys ever so much for joining us. We are back tomorrow to see if we can carry on, but we've got 2 massive games. Shanghai Port are arch rivals, and we've also got another game. But it's mainly about trying to beat our arch rivals.